Good afternoon, family and friends. It's your big bull-headed sister. Welcome to the Sunday chat. We're doing the bald girl chat today, y'all. So if you're logged in and you're a bald girl, or you just like bald girls, or you're a bald boy and you want to hang out, come on in, chill with your girl. Oh, God. I was going through the news today, and I do the bald girl gossip room, right? The bald girl news. And while I'm doing that, I can't get these earrings in for nothing. While I'm doing that, I find an overwhelming amount of articles about celebrities who are suspected of wearing wigs. And I just find that so odd. I find it so odd that the public in general is so enamored with wigs. I just find it really odd. I get like making fun of somebody's bad wig. Like I get it. I would never do it because I wear wigs and sometimes my wigs be bad. But I get that. I get it because it's just something to talk about. But like accusing someone of wearing a wig, I don't get it. Like, who was in the news today? Who was being suspected of wearing a wig? It was Ivanka Trump, y'all. And no, this is not going to get into politics. We are not doing politics on this channel. So spare me and I'll spare y'all. But yeah, she was in the news today. Let me see if I can pull it up. So I could show it to you. I just thought it was really funny. First of all, it obviously was a wig, but articles being written because somebody might be wearing a wig, I find that trippy. I find it really trippy. Like, y'all don't have nothing else to do but like stare at a woman's hair and try to figure what is the allure of it? Why does it require so much speculation? And I don't get it. I don't think it's the case for like Black women. I'm a Black woman, so in case y'all didn't know. But like we could sometimes get away with wearing wigs. I don't know, not really. I don't really get away with wearing a wig when I go out into the world. People obsessed over my hair too. I really just don't get it. I just know that like celebrities, Black celebrities, when they wear wigs, it's not like a big deal. But like let like Princess, what's her name again? Kate Middleton.
Sure, I understand. Is there something else I can help with?
I didn't ask that girl anything. She's so funny.
Here are matches for anything.
What's she talking about? Okay, so I'm listening to royalty-free music today with you guys. Let me know if you like it or not. I want to get some money for this, so I don't want to get any copyright infringements. But yeah, like a couple of weeks ago, Kate Middleton was being accused of wearing a wig, and I just thought that was real trippy. Like, why do people care so much? Can somebody help me out with that? Or do y'all suspect that they're hiding some sort of like drugs underneath their hair, or like they're keeping some secret disease from you guys, and you feel like you must know what's going on underneath that wig? Like, what is it? Can y'all help me? Because I don't get it. But anyway, yeah. So Ivanka Trump, she was wearing a wig. I ain't gonna lie. I saw the wig myself, and I was like, okay. So let me go ahead and read you guys the article. I'm going to pull it up here on YouTube. And if you guys are here on TikTok, that's the reason why you can't see. So I'm going to have to hold it up like this because I'm using two different devices to show. But let me go ahead and pull it up. I have to pull it up in two places. In the meantime, thank you for joining me. I'm Action Jacqueline, your big bald-headed sister. And I am today hosting the Bald Girl Chats. So if you're a bald girl, if you think you might become a bald girl, if you're a bald boy, if you like bald people, then welcome in. And if you are too good for all of that, then take a hike. Because I don't want you here anyway. Hang on, let me find Ivanka Trump's wig so you guys can look at it. All right. So, and now that I'm looking at it, because I can see it on this screen, but let me go ahead and give me a second. There's my scene. Sorry, y'all. All right. So let me go ahead and pull up Ivanka for you. Oh, you guys have to apologize. I'm slow. I'm slow. I'll go ahead and say it. Here's Ivanka Trump. And y'all know Ivanka Trump, she's a stylish lady. You know what I'm saying? If there's one thing I could say that Trump got right is when he brags about his daughter being beautiful, even though it sounds a little suspect when he starts doing it, because he definitely says some inappropriate shit. She is a stylish lady, but I think she kind of missed the mark this time. And I'm not talking about the fact that she's wearing a wig, because I really don't care if somebody's wearing a wig. I'm guessing they just felt like wearing a wig that day. I don't know why it. Hang on, let me see if I can pull it up. Oh, here she is, y'all. Can you see? And I can't even make it big. Wait, let me turn this off. Ooh, hold on. Okay, so there she is, y'all. There she is, Ivanka, in her wig. I mean, in this case, I guess I understand why. What is this? I guess I understand why people are talking. But like 2 weeks ago, when it was Kate Middleton and she was wearing the wig, I really didn't understand what the big melee was about, because it didn't look that bad. People were like, "Oh, her wig looks like." What did somebody in my comments say? Her wig looked like buy one get one free. I really didn't think it looked that bad. And honestly, as somebody who wears wigs all the time, I do know that sometimes it's so difficult to get your wig to look real that looking real is no longer the goal. At some point, it's just like, I just want it to look nice. I don't even care if it looks real at this point. I just want it to look nice. So, yeah, y'all want to read about what they were saying about Ivanka's wig? Hang on, let me. And I keep calling it a wig, even though she never came out and said it was a wig. I do keep saying it. Thank you guys for giving me those hearts. I do appreciate it if you're out there giving hearts, because I need them. And make sure that you're following and you're joining if you're on YouTube. Jolly, beautiful sis, how are you? I'm doing well, Janice. Thank you for joining. Curtis Wilson says hi. Hi, Curtis. How's it going? And I think that's all I see from here. It's really hard reading these chats here, so I apologize for that. But I really want to try to get this this footage on this page on YouTube, and for some reason I'm having a hard time doing that. Oh, here it is. I know why I'm doing it wrong. Really bad. Here she is, y'all. Okay, so there she is in her wig. I'm going to go ahead and read you guys the article that they're saying, and we'll see if we find any more pictures. Do we want to do that? Is that nice? That's not a nice thing to do, because if somebody was doing that to me right now, I'd be pissed off. So I'm not going to search the internet to see if we could find more photos of Ivanka Trump in her wig, because we really don't know why somebody's wearing a wig. It could just be because maybe they were having a bad hair day that day and it just seemed like a good option. Or sometimes maybe, the hair's thinning and they're like, oh, I don't know what else to do. And that would explain why maybe the wig is not as nice as we think it should be. The overall consensus when I reported on Kate Middleton last week, and I'm not going to pull that up right now because I don't want to waste you guys' time, but the overwhelming consensus was the problem was not that, I just lost it again, was not that she was wearing the wig, but that with all of her resources, she couldn't get a better wig. And I thought that was interesting because I don't know if you guys don't know this, if you don't wear wigs, like I was saying earlier, if you don't wear wigs every single day of your life like I do, then you might not know that your wig is not always going to look great, and especially your first wig, or if you don't know how to do your own wig, your wig is not going to look slayed 7 days a week. It's not. Like, if you're relying on somebody else to slay your wig, can't nobody slay your wig like you can slay your wig. I think the best example of that would be like Cardi B. I can almost tell when Cardi B gets her hand in her own wig. You know what I'm saying? Like, she has her stylist, and sometimes she's wearing these wigs and they just look like wigs. You just know they're just really nice wigs, right? They don't look like they're trying to be her hair. They just look like nice wigs. But other times, her slay is so good that I just know she got up inside that wig with her own hands and she was fudging around with it, because that's the only way you're really going to get your wig to look nice. And if you're wearing wigs like on the defense, and by that I mean, like, if you're wearing a wig because you just noticed like yesterday that you have like some thinning areas in the front, or that your hair color is looking crazy, or for whatever reason, and you just run and you grab a wig, that wig is not going to look good because you're not accustomed to wearing wigs. And I really do wish that people would leave women alone when it comes to that sort of thing, and stop with the constant judgment. Like, I don't even understand, like, judging somebody because they're wearing a wig. And the speculation is wild. It's like suspected of, accused of, like, like she went. They're using the wig to go rob a bank or so. Like, what y'all really think is going on with these wigs? But anyway, I want to show you guys the wig that I just worked on. I've been working on this wig for a little while now, and I have one problem with it, and maybe you guys can help me. Okay, so all right, let me pull this one up as well. Hang on. So I have footage of this wig when I first got it, and I really, really did not like the color. When I first tried it on for you guys, I was sitting under like my lights that I typically have on here, and it probably made it look better than it was, but it was like this Oreo black and blonde ribbon thing. Like, it was just not a nice color. It wasn't flattering on me at all. I'm gonna pull it up so you guys can see what it looked like. But it really wasn't flattering. Hang on, let me see if I can find it. It really wasn't flattering. So I started coloring it. And if you know anything about coloring hair, like bleaching hair, this hair started out as like a number, I want to say 4. It was a number 4. So originally it was like a 427. I think that's what the color was. I'm gonna pull it up so you can see it. Hang on. Very, very, very unattractive. You guys on YouTube, let me pull it up for you guys as well so you can see it. This conversation can go wherever you guys want it to go. I want you to know that you're driving this car. You guys are driving. I'm a passenger. Ask me whatever question you want to ask me. I'll answer it if I feel like I should. If not, then I won't. But I'm here for the conversation today. Hang on, let me pull up this horrible. Don't know. This is so slow. So slow. How are you guys spending your Sundays today? Do you make like a big dinner? My son is here from school, so he's cooking. My son is a really, really good cook, which is great. Which is like, when he's here, oh God, he makes the best dinners. He makes a mess that I'm left cleaning, but that's okay. That's okay. Like last night after he cooked dinner, I had to like wipe down the walls, scrub the floors. I was like, damn, I was walking in flour, but the dinner was delicious and I did not have to cook it. So that was really nice. But hang on. Okay, so guys, can you see it on YouTube? All right, and I'll show it to you guys here on TikTok. How do you stop it? This thing is so slow. My iPad is super old, so there, it takes really long. You see the color? Like it was not flattering at all, in my opinion. You guys can tell me what you think. And when I show you the new color that it presently is, you probably will think, whoa, that might not be any better. I was working towards trying to get it my typical like blonde shade. If you guys follow me, then you know that I typically wear like blonde hair. But this hair just kept getting oranger and oranger. This is what it looks like as of today. So I guess if I was a famous person, articles would be written about me. People would be speculating, like, what's wrong? Is she sick? Is she planning on a big heist and she needs a wig to hide under? But this is the color it came out, and I ended up cutting it too. So if you see it here, you could see that. Let me see. Let me play it so you can see it. And turn the volume down so you don't have to hear my mouth. Yeah, I really don't like that color at all. I feel like it just makes me look so boring and not youthful at all. So yeah, that's why I was bleaching it. What do you guys think of the color? Part of me wants to leave it like this because I don't want to damage the hair. It's already been through 2 bleaching processes, and I don't think it's safe to do another one. The other part is saying, just keep going. Just keep going. Bleach it some more. Get that orange out. Get that orange out. But if you guys know a lot about hair, I would really appreciate if you let me know if you think it's safe to continue on, or if I should just leave it like this. Because I don't hate it. I don't hate it. But I'll tell you what the issue I'm having right now. And I'm thinking about what I can do to solve the issue. Here's the issue. Let me get back here. Okay. Ooh, in this light, you really can see how orange that is. This looks like a basketball. Like a Spalding basketball. Oh my God, that's orange. No, I do not want that. Sorry, y'all. Phone was ringing. All right, so this is the issue. At the top, I wonder if it's better if I put the wig on so I can show you, than to show you my hand. All right, try this again. So I gotta bring it down all the way. If you see that? You can see, as I was bleaching it, I noticed that the hair was getting lighter, but that thread was getting black. It was staying dark, right? So typically I'll comb it over like this, but ideally I would like to not be able to see that at all. So what I was doing was I was using makeup. Like for the last 2 days, I was using makeup, and it was somewhat sufficient. And even right now, even though there's makeup on it right now, you can still see it. So I'm trying to figure out what to do with that. I'm thinking maybe take a spray bottle, mix half water, half bleach, and just focus on the threading to get it lighter. Because as I do bleach baths, do you guys do bleach baths on your wigs? As I do bleach baths on my wigs in the past, because I spent like 3 years wearing synthetic hair, and I really loved it. We'll get into the why I stopped and what wigs I was wearing in later on if you guys want to. But when I was wearing human hair wigs a lot, I used to do something called a bleach bath. And bleach baths are really, really good for human hair wigs when they start getting real stiff and tangling a lot. That's usually an indication that it needs a bleach bath. Because if you had natural hair, which clearly I don't, your natural oils will moisturize your hair and keep it somewhat healthy. But since we don't have that, every time we put heat to it or something like that, it just remembers it and it doesn't forget. And the bleach bath kind of helps it forget. So How it works is you take like a gallon of hot water, like almost boiling, but not boiling hot water. And to that, you add 1/4 cup of bleach, right? So a quarter cup is literally like, where's my glass anyway? I lost my glass of water. Oh, it's right here next to me. A quarter cup is literally like this much, right? Of bleach. And then you pour it inside the hot water. And then you take the hair, and after you've combed it out nice and neatly, you lay it down into the pot of hot water and you leave it there for 3 minutes. And what's happening during that time is the cuticles are opening up, right? And as they open up, it's able to take in the moisture from the water. So, of course, we don't want our cuticles to be open. So when you take it out of the out of the bleach, then you rinse it off. You rinse out the container. You make sure that you don't, cross contaminate. And then you do the same thing, but you don't use bleach this time. You use ammonia, right? And just a quarter cup of ammonia in hot water, and you leave it there for 3 minutes. And that's how you close back up the cuticle. And it makes the hair so soft, y'all. Definitely try this, especially if you find that you have a wig that arrived damaged, because that's the thing. Unfortunately, all these companies that sell bleach color hair, they have a propensity to sometimes send you hair that has been damaged. And when it's brand new, you won't be able to tell because when it's brand new, they've styled it, they put all kind of products in it, they've made it smell good, and they've styled it to perfection. So you don't notice what's wrong with it until maybe a few wears later. And then after you've worn it for about 3 or 4 times, you're just like, oh, this wig is kind of messed up. This wig is kind of stiff. This wig gets nappy in the back. So that's a good time for you to try the bleach bath. And I definitely recommend the bleach bath. But I said that all to say, when I used to do the bleach baths regularly, I was able to lighten up the cap. So I think I'm going to have to do something similar to that, but faster, because this right here is a problem. This right here, I can't have this black. Right, I guess right now you really can't see it. No, you can. You really can see it. Let me see if I could try to cover it up with some. McKinley says, "You're so pretty." Hi, McKinley. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. I appreciate having you. And I don't. Jimmy says, "So easy in the shower." What does that mean? What does that mean, Jimmy? So easy in the shower. Will says, "Lady, you're so beautiful with or without." Thank you, Will. I love you for that. Thank you. Rockabilly 122. That's a cute name. Says it looks nice. Thank you. Lisa Walker says, "I like the dark wig on you." You like the darker wig? I feel like it makes me look so plain and boring. That's how I feel about it. And older. I feel like when I look plain and boring, I also look older. You know what I'm saying? But I can see why you would think that hair looks better on me than this, because this is really not the color I was going for. I was really going for my typical blonde, which I could show you. I have my typical blonde here. As a matter of fact, oh yeah, this is it. So I have a couple wigs that I can show you today. This is a new one that I just picked up. And I got a really good deal on it, y'all. The guy was so nice at this store. I'm so glad that I'm able to drive to a local wig dealer, and he allows me to go into his factory. Is it a factory? How do you say it? Like his warehouse, and run my fingers through all the hairs before I buy it. Because surprisingly enough, let's say you were going to order a wig from Unice or Hair Vivi, right? So you order the Nancy wig, and I'm just making that name up. You order the Nancy wig. No two wigs are going to look exactly alike, because they're all made from different heads of hair. Do you know what I'm saying? They all responded differently to the coloring. The only thing that you might be able to be guaranteed is the cut. I don't even know if you can be guaranteed the quality. So I've been wearing wigs, y'all, for just about my whole life. I lost my hair when I was like 11 years old. I started to lose my hair. So by the time I was 12 years old, I was in a wig. 13, I was in a wig. So, yeah. I mean, I hear girls talk about, how much they love these wigs. And I wonder if they wear them all the time or if they just wear them for fun. Because nowadays, like I was saying earlier, especially in the Black community, wigs are so common. Like everybody's wearing wigs. And they all have different, I feel like people have different responses to the wigs that they're wearing, depending on why they wear them. Like I wear my wig for medical purposes. So I have different requirements. I'm not going to wear my wig today and then tomorrow put it in a box. I'm going to wear that wig tomorrow and the next day and the next day. So it really needs to hold up. So I don't know how do y'all wig? So I have two questions. Why are people so obsessed, and why do people feel feel entitled to know whether you're wearing a wig? And why do people who have full heads of hair wear wigs all the time? Like, I'm really curious about these things. But let me show you guys the because I feel like if I had some hair, you would see it. I wouldn't be hiding it under the wig. I mean, I could be idealizing the whole thing. I mean, in my dreams, I have hair, and I would hook it up. I don't care what kind of hair it is. I did have hair when I was 16. I did regrow my hair for a little bit. So, and I did that with the help of steroid shots and something else I was using. No, I think it was just the steroid shots. Yeah, but this is my typical color. So I was trying to get the wig this color, which that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. But this is the color I really like. So, Lisa Walker, if you're still there, do you like this color on me? And you just hate the orange because the orange is like a basketball, like a sprawling basketball color. It is. But yeah, this is my typical color and I love it. It's just really hard to get this color. And I know I could, like if I felt like spending the money, it would be so easy for me to just go to like John Renault and buy a human hair wig, but they would cost like $3,000. And this wig costs like 110. Like you see the difference there? So yeah. There's that. And then this wig wasn't that expensive either. I think I spent like $150 on this wig. It's also surprising to me how, like, I'm not complaining, but these wigs are surprisingly inexpensive. When you consider like where the wigs come from, they come from a person's head. Like somebody cut it off their head and sold it. How do you think if we're buying the wigs for a $150, $220, how do you think the person whose head it came off of received from giving away this hair? I don't know. When you think about like the whole I could go on and on about the wig thing. Y'all. I could geek out on this stuff all day long. I could read article after article about the origins of the hair that we get. But I don't want to bore y'all. Today is not going to be one of those boring discussions. I'm not doing the news today. I just wanted to show you guys Ivanka's hair and talk about that because I'm really curious to know why people obsess. Like I talk about this all the time. I know, but hopefully maybe you guys could say like why is it that when I talk to people and I'm wearing my wig, people stare at me like this? They just stare at the top of my head. Like they can't take their mind off of my hair, and they must know. Like they have this burning desire to know if my hair is real. I find it comical because what the hell? For what? Go fix your own hair. How about that? Go put on some lipstick and stay out my forehead. Like what? Why are people so obsessed? I just don't get it. And then not just that, but don't y'all have a heart? Don't y'all have a heart? Don't you know that some people actually wear wigs because they might be sick? You know what I'm saying? Like they might have woke up this morning and realized that half their hairline is missing. And y'all are really stressing them out over whether or not they're wearing. What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm sorry that I wasn't supposed to curse like that, but what is wrong with y'all? What is that? Somebody please help me understand the whole need to know thing. And every time I ask people questions, they deflect. They literally deflect. People, I told you, when we were talking about Kate Middleton and her supposed wig, everyone was like, well, no, we're not worried about whether or not she's wearing a wig. We're just saying she has the resources. She could do much better. Like, no, y'all really are stressing this lady out over her wig. You don't even know. Like, she might have been sitting with her hairstylist for hours, for hours before they ultimately decided, you know what, Kate, I think we're going to have to do the wig today. Right? And then they just grab the wig, and this stylist, who is not a wig stylist, but just a hairstylist, ends up installing this wig the best she can. And that's the best she could do. And y'all over here like, what's wrong with Kate? What's wrong with Kate? Why is she wearing that terrible wig? What is wrong with you? Don't get it. And it's not some affinity I have for Kate Middleton or for Ivanka Trump. I don't care about these women, but I mean, like, really, what is the obsession? And you want to know a story? This has nothing to do with wigs either. A few years back, I had a party at my house, right? And I met a certain person. The whole group of this party met this person who just came in, a woman. And I was happy to meet her, and I thought she was a nice person or whatever. And then when she left, people were like obsessing over her makeup. They were like, did you see how much makeup she had on? Her whole neck was a different color than her face. And I'm just like, I didn't even notice that. Why do y'all notice things like that? What do y'all do? Like, what do you like do this like brain scan? Like, what can I find that's wrong with this person? Okay, color off, match hair different. Like, what do y'all do? I was just like, was it? Like, her hair with her makeup was different on her neck. Then you mean she didn't take her makeup and put it all down her neck? Like, what is it? I just don't get it. Why people are so obsessed with others. I'm legitimately, something might be wrong with me. Something might be wrong with me because of how lost I can get in my own thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like, I sat here with this wig yesterday. I swear I sat here with this wig yesterday from 11 a.m. And I did things around the house, but I kept coming back and forth to this wig all day long. There was nothing else to think about except what was I making for dinner? Was the floor clean? Was the laundry folded? And did my wig come out the same color, bright color? I wasn't worried about y'all. I wasn't worried about Ivanka's hair. I didn't turn the TV on. I was just so lost in my thoughts. Is there something wrong with me? Is that why I didn't notice that the girl's makeup wasn't matching her neck? Or that somebody might be wearing a wig? Or why I didn't see anything wrong with Kate Middleton's hair? I didn't see the thing. I didn't see the problem. Is something wrong with me or is something wrong with y'all? Please, let me get into these chats. See if Lisa Walker says, yes, I like that color. Thank you, Lisa. That is the color I'm trying to get. So if you were me, you would not wear this wig. Is that what you're saying, Lisa? Let me know, please. I'm gonna wear this wig because I spent money on it. So I'm gonna wear it. I actually wore it a few times already, but that was when it was a little redder. I think, not redder. It was darker. It was like a darker, bright red. This is like an orangey red. I don't know, y'all. I don't know, but this is the new wig that I got. Let me play some more music in the meantime. I do like this royalty-free music that I found. Is it any good? No, I don't like that one. They have a deep house mix. I love deep house. Just dropped my purse. Y'all, I went to Thailand and I got some beautiful purses in Thailand. Thailand is a great place to shop. I feel like saving every dollar. that I come across just so that I could take another trip to Thailand and go shopping. And I need new clothes because I had very difficult time getting dressed today. Now that the weather has changed, I have to go back to covering up. So I can't rely on my neck to match my head. So like dressing the bald girl is a challenge. Do y'all find that have y'all ever experienced that? I can't, as a bald girl, I can't get away with some of the fashion faux pas that I could get away with when I'm wearing the wig. Mind you, I wear the wig every day. I do. But when I'm in the house, I like to not wear the wig and I like to feel as beautiful as possible because for years and years and years, I didn't care what I looked like when I took my wig off. I only cared that my wig looked nice. And then one day I realized it was playing on my psyche because I was hiding from myself. Like I wasn't even looking at myself in the mirror because I didn't like what I saw. So I was like, okay, one day it just occurred to me that I gotta look in the mirror and I can't always hate what I see. So that's when I started paying attention to trying to look better bald. And it's different. It's different. Like the clothes that I can get away with wearing when I'm bald, when I'm in my wig, I can't necessarily get away with when I'm bald. I really can't. Like I had on a black top earlier today, and it was fine when I went out this morning. But when I took it off, I was like, oh, this is so unattractive. And I know like that's not in my color. What is that thing called? Color palette. Y'all do like seasonal color analysis. So I know black is not one of my colors. I definitely do better when I wear brighter colors. Again, which is why I wear lighter hair because it just drags me down. It instantly makes me look boring and tired and older. So I definitely go for the bold colors. But y'all want to hear about this wig that I'm wearing? I bought it from, like I said, I bought it from this outlet and it was only $150. No, it was $160. And the guy gave me a discount because I was there just like 2 weeks ago buying that wig. So he was like, oh, you're back. And I'm like, yeah, I liked it, but I wanted to see if I could get a lighter shade. So he had this one and I got it. And then he gave me a discount. So I walked out the store with it for $110. And I'm so thankful. Like $110. But then, y'all, please, when you have human hair on your head, respect where it came from. I don't know what happened to the person whose head this hair came from. But she could not have gotten more than $20 because listen, the hair is usually collected in Myanmar. I'm not plugged in. I'm about to die. My phone is about to die, y'all. The hair is usually collected in India, right? So from India, that's where they collect it. And then from there, it's shipped over to China, where it's processed. So all the people who touch this hair have to get paid. The person who cut the hair off, the person who brought it, the person who sorted it in the factory, the one who put it in the bundles and packaged it and sent it to China, the shipping people, all those people had to get paid. So what did they get, like $30 for this? And who knows why they gave it? Sometimes it's forcibly taken. I talk about this all the time. So I apologize if you've heard me say this, but in places like India, in the very poorest places in India, some hair theft is a thing. Like how they steal cars here in the Americas, they steal cars and they'll snatch your purse. They'll snatch your ponytail off your head with a scissor. So yeah, there's bad guys. There's bad guys in India walking around with scissors, looking for little girls with their ponytails and snatching them off their heads. So when you wear your hair, I say a prayer for it. I'm just like, I say a prayer for the girl and I try so hard to take good care of it. And that's why I don't want to dye this hair again, because I'm scared that the next time I bleach it, I'll damage it. I can already tell that it's undergone some damage. I should probably wash it again because it also feels a little tacky. Like I didn't I didn't do a good job rinsing out the chemical in it. You know what I'm saying? So I guess today I'll just do that again. I'll put it for another wash. But yeah, the poor person. I mean, like 100. I bought this wig for $110. Who's the girl? Whose hair was this? I mean, there's another thing. Like, if y'all want to talk more about like where the origin of the hair is, CB says color's pretty, but it washes you out. Which one? This one? Is this the one you're talking about, CB? Or the which one? The brand new one? Well, this is not the brand. Okay, so this is the one that I just got. This is the one that I'm working on. This is my color that I always wear. So which one are you talking about? Lisa Walker says, do you? I support you. Thank you, and I appreciate your support. Support is so hard to find, y'all. Support is so hard to find. It is. It's so hard to find genuine love in this world. You know that? So hard. So hard. What was I just talking about? Oh, yeah. So I was talking about the origin of hair. So I learned recently. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pull up this article just so I can read it to you real quick. Just this one. I'm not going to bore you. I'm just going to read this one paragraph that I found so interesting from this. Hang on. This is it. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to just read to you. Y'all with me? Just stay with me for a second. I'm going to take my wig back off because it's hurting the back of my neck. It is. I know. So typically, to keep it from hurting my neck, I'll just glue it down. But since I don't have it glued down today, I have it tight with the elastic. So anyway, I just said that to say nothing, right? Anyway, so let me just read this. So this is called the Scheidel controversy, and it's written in this publication called the Star K. It was written by a rabbi, a Jewish rabbi, but it was so interesting because the Jewish people, you know, the Jewish women, Hasidic Jews, and practicing Jews, they wear wigs after they're married because their hair is considered sensual, right? So it's only for their husbands to see, so they cover up their sensual hair with a wig to keep people from seeing how sensual they are, right? But part of it is that the hair that they buy, the wigs that they wear, must be they're worn for religious purposes. So for them, it's ultra important that they understand the origin of the hair that they're wearing because they consider some hair to be cursed, right? What y'all think about that? Cursed hair. I found that interesting too, because I gotta kind of get it. I'm not like superstitious or anything but I kind of get it. But anyway, here's what it says. It says, which pilgrimage site is the most visited around the world? And then it goes on to say, one of the contenders for the title is a remote Indian temple located in someplace Andhra Pradesh. Okay, and I think that's in India, right? It says an estimated 25 million Hindu pilgrims visit the temple each year, an average of 68,500 visitors a day. Okay, 68,500 people per day visit this temple. Okay, and I'm gonna tell y'all what happens when they go to this temple. So Rabbi Mordecai Frankel says, what do the visitors do in Tirupati? They wait in line all day to get a glimpse of the temple, and they only get to see it for like a couple seconds, right? And then another activity that they do there is called tonsering. Tonsering is the act of shaving one's head for religious purposes. And approximately 30,000 visitors are tonsured daily. So the tonsering happens round the clock. It's not like a 9-to-5 job. Anytime you go to this particular temple and you say, I want to be tonsured, There's somebody there working around the clock. They take shifts all day long, shaving heads. All right. Y'all want me to read more? Let me know if you want to read more. So the reason, and I said it, it's 30,000 visitors are tonsured each day. Right? Y'all heard that? Okay. I'm going to leave you there for 1 second, and then I'm going to try to, I have to charge my phone before it dies. So hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. And let me get my little charger. Okay, I'm back. So y'all heard that, right? 30,000 visitors go to this temple and get tonsured each day, so that their hair could be shaved for religious purposes. But then then what the temple does, of course, is they don't throw away this hair. They sell it to us. They extract amino acids from the hair, which they use for hydrolysis. Oh, no. They do it through hydrolysis, and they put that in chemicals in cosmetics. So some of your cosmetics contain amino acids that were drawn from the hair of these women's heads, or people's heads, because it's not just women. It's men, women, children. They all do it, right? This is so interesting to me. So I just can't get enough of this stuff, y'all. I guess because I wear wigs every day, so this stuff is important to me. So it is necessary, Mordecai says, to know why pilgrims donate their hair at that temple. All right, so let me keep. I don't want to bore you with everything, so I'm going through it real quickly. It says tonsuring is an act performed prior to the viewing of the worshiping of the temple, and it's done to serve as a subjugation of one's ego. So I guess you guys know that in the Bible, biblically, it says that the ego, pride, is sinful. So I guess in Hinduism, you shave your hair to give up your ego. So we're wearing somebody else's ego, y'all. I just find the whole thing so interesting. Just make sure that you take really good care of whatever wig y'all get, because it belonged to somebody else. And somebody had big intentions, or they needed food, or it was snatched from their head for that hair on your head. So sometimes the hair is cursed. So say prayers over it. That's all I'm saying. Sorry, y'all. That's all I'm saying. If you guys are from any of those countries where this stuff happens, please chime in. I would love to know. If you are from one of those countries where you are familiar with stories of people's hairs being snatched, or where you understand this kind of lifestyle because you know it firsthand, please let me know. Lisa Walker says, amen. Amen to you, Lisa. Yes, we definitely have to pray over this hair. Pray every day for everything you have. But really, when you type in, when you're searching for your wig and you type in the word human hair wigs, you really think of the word human hair. And then we buy the wig for $150. Yikes. Oh, anyway, y'all, I have to go ahead and cook dinner now. It's about to be 4:00 and I didn't start yet. So thank you so much for joining me. I had a lot of fun today. Make sure that you're following. Make sure that you're subscribed. And look for me. Make sure that your bell is on, so that when I do go live, you know about it, because unfortunately I just go live whenever I feel chatty. Like if I don't feel chatty, I'm not going to come on, because you guys are going to be bored with my conversations anyways. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you guys have a great day. All right. Stay tuned for the Ball Girl News, which will be probably